Have you ever wanted to know about the future, love, dreams, money,
sex and bodies?
Well, then you're in luck because we read tarot cards.
And we do it seriously.
We know we're being funny, but it's real. Real magic.
We used to be an Instagram live show.
And then a live show in front of an audience.
Yay! And now, a podcast.
So sit back, relax, and trust the process.
Welcome to The Tarot Show. Hello, darlings.
Good evening.
Welcome to The Tarot Show. I know it. I'm Dickie Copeland. I'm a Cancer Sun, Capricorn Rising, Pisces Moon.
Hi there, I'm Hannah Garces. I'm a Sagittarius Sun, Virgo Rising, Virgo Moon.
Yeah, she is.
Crazy.
Han, how you doing?
I'm okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think I've talked about on here. I've just been in an endless battle just trying to get my Zoloft.
Yeah, you cursed
The American healthcare system.
That's right. Once. But that was a while ago. I think me and the listeners would love an update.
Yeah, I just gave up and I've turned to the private sector and hers or hims.
Or thems.
Or thems. There should be thems.
Yeah, how come they don't have
thems?
It should all be thems. But they really want to market ED medication. So there's got to be a hims.
It's got to be hims.
Which could be for thems too. I know. Behind the times.
But so I turned to hers. And at first I was like, I just want my little Zoloft. And then they tried to give me some Balta. And then I accidentally said yes too fast because I was so stressed out. And my brain is a shambles. And I've been messing with my brain chemistry because I was weaning myself off of the drugs because I was scared.
It's literally like, to take it back to Mario Kart, when you're spinning out and you have to make more decisions.
Yeah. And everyone's zooming past you. And then Donkey Kong is like, Donkey Kong's such a menace in Mario Kart as a computer player.
Wow, is he hot? Now that I'm thinking about it.
Is Donkey Kong hot?
He's squished into that tiny car.
He's not bad. I think, who is his cousin with the boombox and the sunglasses from Donkey Kong Country 2? I think his cousin is hotter.
Yeah, you're right. I'm with you.
But it's like, if you can't date that guy, then you like date Donkey Kong. I'm just like, it's okay.
You settle.
Yeah, he has like a little tie. He like has a job. It's like, that's okay.
But anyways, you're trying to get, your brain said, I spun you out on that one. That was my fault. But your brain said, okay, we're trying this Cymbalta.
Yeah. And so I said yes too soon. And it's an app and you're talking to a chat. You're talking to a smarter child about your mental health. And accidentally accepted too quickly. And I'm like, Cymbalta, what the fuck? And I'm at work and my friend Ray is with me and she's like, it's okay. And we're like I'm behind the espresso machine being like, okay, should I switch to Cymbalta now? What do I do? And it's just like crazy and scary and stressful.
Like even hers is somehow gamified.
Yes. And I'm like, oh fuck. But then all in all, I talked to the robots. I talked to Smarter Child, but our benevolent overlord Smarter Child was like, okay, you can have your Zoloft. And so I got it in the mail. And now I'm just going to pay $200 every quarter and just have, it's like, it's so funny because it's not even like to be happy. It's just to be at kind of neutral. It's to bring the basement up like 3 steps.
Right. To get out of the water.
Yeah.
Out of the like water from it where he's like crawling around in there like,
Ew.
we all flow down here or whatever. Ew. Yeah. And you're like, I just want to not be in that.
Yeah. I don't like Pennywise is not, he's like nipping at my heels.
I'm not going to ask if Pennywise is hot. I am going to
because you know the answer, and because I know you're a little sicko, and you think it's yes.
He's got his little clown boot on my neck with the little frill around the ankle.
Dickie loves a Skarsgård, and she specifically loves a Bill Skarsgård.
This is why I love doing a podcast with my best friend and roommate, because I love being seen. And you are absolutely right. Bill Skarsgård is my number one. And when I try to tell people that, they always look at me like crazy, and then they go, "Who's your number 2?" And I say Zach Woods, and they're like, "What are you doing?" Go date a scarecrow. Go date a tall.
You could build a boyfriend. Yeah. You just have to go to Home Depot. You could build your dream man.
Yeah, a man that just looks at you hauntingly from like sunken eyes. Maybe has a cigarette, you know. Mm. Anyways. You know who? Never mind. I was gonna say, when you were talking about the smarter child that finally gave you Zoloft,
Love him.
I was picturing like a modern version of what was her name? It's not Ever Loving, but the Empress from the end of the Neverending Story.
Oh, yes.
I should have brought my phone. Why am I doing a? Wow, I'm never without my phone.
I know. Do you want my phone?
I was just gonna Google what her name is. It's not the Infinity Princess. It's not the Immortal Empress.
Let me see.
The fun-loving Empress.
The fun-loving Empress. Sorry, my phone's slow because, as you all know, I'm on the phone that fucking sucks because my other phone got stolen. Childlike Empress. No?
Yeah. Was that it? That must be it.
That's what they're saying.
Because she was like forever a child.
Yeah, it's this freaky little lady.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, I'm glad she gave you. When you go to hers, that's who I imagine sitting there.
Yes.
Approving your prescription request.
Yes. So shouts to them. So I'm okay.
I'm glad to hear that, Anne.
Evening out my meds.
You know, and not to out you or anything, but I've watched you on this journey.
Yeah.
And it's like changing meds is no easy task, as I've learned from you, my friend.
Yeah.
It's pretty intense for them to just like be like, "Do you want this?"
Yeah. Like, I don't fucking know. I'm the one who's not right in the head. Why do I have all these decision-making capabilities when I actually don't know what the fuck's going on?
They're like, "Hey, you take the controls."
Yeah. No.
All right, you want this? We'll give it to you.
Cute stuff.
That's pretty cute.
Dickie,
Yeah.
what's going on with you?
Oh, thank you for checking in, Han.
Of course.
That's nice. Well, as you know, I've been well, the listeners might not know this, but I am a bit of a completist when it comes to TV shows. Mm-hmm. I will just start something and finish it all the way through, even if it's bad. And I will watch I watched all of I watched Stathless Flats, which I loved, right? And then I was like, a bunch of the cast is in the UK version of Ghosts. So I watched all of Ghosts and I was like, well, now I got to watch the US version of Ghosts and I watch that. You know what I mean? Like, just like kind of fall down this little line of raindrops and it just pulls me along. And so I did that with The Traitors. Yes. And I watched, because the season 2 of the US version of The Traitors started. And so I started that. I've already watched season 1 of the US one, and I meant to start the UK version. Well, I've started it now. It's crazy. You've heard me give a full like Vulture article analysis of this, but basically like the US version, the first season was half celebrities and half like normies, little civilians that were not famous. And it was a crazy mix, but it worked okay, but it definitely was weird. And then it took a while for all that to kind of fall away between them. And I feel like the celebrities were at a disadvantage because they sort of had reputations. And then season 2 of the US one is only celebrities, which is a lot better. But then the UK one is only civilians.
Cool.
And I was telling Hannah, it's not what I expected because they're so invested and they're like building real bonds with each other and they are crying all the time. They started crying immediately. Oh. Men, women, young, old, they're all crying. And they're like in the Scottish castle, just like everything is so personal to them. But then the ones that are all celebrities in the US, they know drama. So like when they leave, they're like giving really good speeches and stuff. In the UK one, those poor bastards are just like, I'm a faithful. And they just start crying and run away. And you're just like, oh my God. And it's getting stressful for me because now their bonds are so strong and they're like, that's like the game.
Yeah.
Is that, and they're also, they're all experiencing this sort of psychological experiment for the first time. And it's really working. Like all the team exercises they do really bond them. And so when they're getting betrayed, it's like, it's real.
Right.
And so I'm kind of going to be glad when the US one starts picking up again because watching celebrities do it to each other is going to be a little easier.
Right. Because also too, it's like they're just regular average people. And also this money is like life-changing. Like there's like a woman I saw who like is saving up for a prosthetic hand.
Yes.
She wants to have 2 working hands.
And she got booted early.
Oh God.
You want to hear something nasty? You know why she got booted? Because they all were around the table and they're like, she didn't cheers her glass when they, I know. And then she had to explain at the table. She's like, it was on the right-hand side. And everyone was sort of like, oh. And then girls, it was 2022. They weren't as evolved back then. I will say the other thing that's crazy about 2022 is like, there's been a huge fashion shift and watching 2022 feels like watching 2014 now.
Wow.
Like how skinny, like we've turned a corner in fashion. Like skinny jeans are out. Like even, you know, like super clean aesthetic makeup is kind of on its way out because of like the Saltburn thing and stuff. It's just wild how it looks dated, and it was not that like 2 years ago.
Wow.
I know. And that was in 2022. 2020 didn't look dated.
Yes.
Granted, there was a pandemic, but still, you know what I mean? Anyways, that's how I'm doing.
All I'm hearing is amazing.
I am under my little electric blanket watching a real life Agatha Christie, like 12 episode novel, essentially, having to pause it so that so I can like not disturb my cats as I go pee. I'm living my perfect like 75-year-old retiree life.
That's incredible. It's really hard to leave you. I've been very busy and working a lot, and leaving you while you're on the couch and I have to go outside where it's cold.
It's awful. I'm always asking you what you're doing, and they're fun things, but then you say the fun things in a sad voice.
I have to go get drinks with a bunch of people I really like.
And then I'm seeing a movie.
And then I have to go see a movie. And hang out with my boyfriend who I'm deeply in love with and love to kiss.
And then I'm like, bye. Literally, like you only see like the tips of my fingers over the edge of the couch.
Taunting me.
Bye. I'm like, okay, well, I think I'm going to order ramen.
That hurts.
I know. That's actually rude. And I wouldn't do that to you. I know. I love the one time it was reversed too, was when I was going to go see The Prisoner. And I was like, I don't want to go, but I want to see my old friend who's moving away.
Right.
But still, it was like so hard to leave.
Yeah.
You know, and we only leave for fun things.
Right.
Why are we so anchored to the house?
Why do we like this? I think we are just actual introverts.
Yeah.
I know we started a podcast. But actually
a podcast that has like live shows.
Yep.
Where it's just you and I.
Yep. I think we love attention.
Yes.
But at the end of the day,
I
want to crawl under a rock and throw my phone into a ravine and be unreachable and really, frankly, unknowable.
Yeah. Unintelligible,
unseen,
unmanageable babe.
Yeah, unmanageable babe.
Well, okay. I'm glad that's how we're doing. And I'm sure our little darlings at home, our little Agatha Christie's at home, have a better idea of how we're doing. Shall we just hop into maybe our show?
Let's do it. I'm gonna light this here sage.
Yeah. Longtime listeners will know we cleanse the space here. We also cleanse our tarot deck. And then I'm watching Hannah do it right now. She's lighting our unethically sourced sage. I'm just kidding. Or am I?
Or are you?
The Traders makes me think this way now.
Oh my God.
Like full paranoia.
Mentirosa.
Or am I double bluffing about it? Anyways, it smells really nice in here now.
Yep.
We've cleansed the deck. We've cleansed the space so we can pull some tarot. And the last thing we have to do is cleanse these bodies. Mm-hmm. And we do that.
Oh, sorry. With a shot.
With a shot, a fireball. Hand.
From the womb
to the tomb. Oh, yeah. Baby. It tastes like that old razzle dazzle.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, that's a long lingering one. You know, sometimes they hit longer.
Yep.
Is it because I didn't shoot it right?
Yeah. Is it because our bodies are cold?
Is it because it's like more of like a sludge when it's like, you know, like when it's cold, you pull it out of the freezer.
Yes. That's like,
Okay. Okay, here we go.
Now that we've cleansed our bodies, we're ready to do actual magic. And so we will begin with blessings. Little listeners, we do blessings and curses. They're very small because, you know, when you do big magic, if it comes back on you, it comes back on you big.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't know anything about that, but we just do little small ones out there. Just put them out in the universe.
Yeah.
And so, Han, would you like to kick us off with a blessing?
Sure.
What would you
Okay.
like to bless out there?
I would like to bless when Shorties ask me to reach stuff for them.
Pow, pow. Like just shot in the chest twice.
No, I love it. If you're a little shorty out there and you need help, don't get hurt. Don't climb something. Don't strain yourself. Ask a Tallie like myself to help you. I truly love it.
You know what? As a shorty, I do. One of the things that maybe Tallies don't know is there's a telltale bruise, which is your right knee. If that's your dominant, when you like put that on the counter to like go up.
Oh yeah.
You don't get it on the left one. You just get it on the right one.
Right, because you're just on one knee.
Yeah, pulling up.
Ain't no need for that, little shorty.
Oh my God, you're the kindest, most wonderful person.
It's not true.
It is true. I mean, also the amount of things I've asked you to get.
I love it. It actually makes it in the grocery store.
Yeah.
I would say like once a month.
Someone comes.
Someone either they come ask me or I can see they're reaching and I'm like, hey, would you like me to get that tomato sauce for you? Or the pasta sauce, whatever. And there was like, yeah. And I love to do it. Bloop. I'm already up here, babe. Here you go. So don't hesitate. And I think I can speak on behalf of all the Tallies, the Tallie girlies anyway.
Yeah.
We're happy to reach that.
Yeah.
Don't get hurt, baby. Don't get hurt, little shorty. You work so hard. You do so many more steps for the same amount of distance. Let us reach up and get the thing for you off the shelf. I'm happy to do it.
I will say too, we do be pulling shelves onto ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
I've done it before actually.
No.
I've pulled a whole shiffer robe onto myself once.
Oh my God.
I know as a child, and it was my parents' scariest thing that's ever happened. They were like, just heard it and they went in and the shiffer robe was like on top of me. Ooh. And my dad thought I was dead. And he did that like full adrenaline thing, reached and like held it up in one and then pulled me out with like the other hand.
Oh my God.
And I was just lucky. I only had like a little like cut on like the spine of my back from the, I don't know how, like the inner drawer or whatever. I just got lucky.
Scary.
I know. But anyways, that's being a shorty.
Mm-hmm.
And that's deep in my psyche. So when I have to reach, even to this day, I'm like looking around for a Tallie.
Yeah, don't do that. Shorties, don't hurt yourselves.
Damn it. I think you're saving lives. I'm serious.
I saw a girl climbing on shelves at Ralph's.
Did you?
Yes. I was like, and
what was she trying to get?
it was in the alcohol section. So I was like,
with all the glass bottles.
yeah, I know. She was trying to get one of those last Espalones because they always sell out of the Blancos.
Yeah, that's true.
And I was just like,
You said, hey,
enough. We're not getting hurt over a $20 bottle of tequila. Let me get that for you.
You know, like how Dick Wolf has Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, Chicago Law, I think.
Yeah.
They should have Chicago Tallies.
Yes.
I think you would fit nicely into the Chicago verse.
Yes, because also Tallies, I would say we don't just reach for things for you, but also it's like we're in the pit at a concert, making sure you don't get hurt.
I've had that too.
We're out at the club, and if some guy's hassling you, we're gonna step in and we're gonna be the bitchy friends, like don't touch her. You know what I mean?
Are Tallies guardian angels on this actual earth? Just striding across.
Hailing the cross. I don't know, but shorties can be angels too.
Shorties can, yeah, if you drop something, we'll get it. If I one time was like, I could get my sister dropped sunglasses like when we were getting on the train in France. I was like, I could grab those. And Farley, a Tallie, was like, please don't.
Mm-hmm. He didn't understand.
I was right there. I could have got him.
Or like little shorties are great for like if you accidentally lock yourself out of the house and someone has to like break into the little like bathroom window.
Damn, Hannah, I've done that too.
That's when you hoist the little shorty through.
Yeah.
We need each other. Everyone is beautiful.
Is this why you and I have been able to live together for so long? Because we're a perfect yin and yang.
Yes, I think so. Even not just in Shorty Tolly, but
Yeah, in other ways too.
yeah.
Wow, I'm gonna be thinking about that tonight. I mean, thank you for your blessing.
Of course.
Yeah, you gotta-
Happy to do my part.
And now Hannah is lighting the candle to bless when Shorties ask her to reach for something.
Don't be shy, little shorties. I'll take
I-
care of you, little birdie.
Cheap, 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 cheap. You're out here saving lives, dude.
I'm trying, dude.
All right.
All right, Dickles. What do you want, bless?
Here, I'm gonna take a little sip of my bullet because we're doing a little late night party one. I am going to bless and this is a highly specific blessing, Hannah.
I'm so excited.
I am going to bless the empty Michelob Ultra beer bottle that I found in our laundry room. Have you seen her?
I've seen her.
She's like leaning against the wall, like behind the dryer, kind of.
By our little wastebasket that has all like the lint.
Yes.
And yeah, I've noticed, and I
looked at it and when I saw it, I literally said out loud, "Why, hello there. Are you lost,
Hey,
little
girl."
bottle? Yeah. Who do you belong to?
stop.
Where's your fridge? What are you doing out here?
But really, how did she? I thought you would put her there.
I didn't put her there.
Was it the prisoner?
Oh my God. Did the prisoner put her there when he was locked in my room?
Prisoner, if you're listening, please.
But remember, the lights were fully off for the prisoner.
Right, so he wasn't gonna like scrounge his way all the way
To, like-
into the laundry room, because for listeners, Dickie's room is connected to the laundry room.
That's correct. There's like a little door in my closet that opens up to the laundry room because we live in a crazy old house in Silver Lake up on a hill.
Mm-hmm.
And the laundry room is actually the old outside of the house. And it was an addition, I'm sure, in like 1945. And so it's like, you can't like even, I try to put a shelf into those walls, but it's like putting a shelf into the outside of your house. And I was like, oh, this is fucking outdoor siding. You know what I mean? And I was like, okay. And anyways, yeah, I was like doing laundry and I saw this little, and I at first thought it was full and it's empty. She was just a little bottle. I think someone was throwing her away, but like maybe wanted to recycle her. And there's not a little recycle bin in the laundry room. It's the little one with like lint and stuff in it.
Oh.
Like, tissues you pulled out of your jean pockets.
Wait, and there's no way that you put it in there.
I mean, there's always a 2% chance.
Right.
But yeah, I just don't know how she got there.
Yeah, because I saw her and I should see something, say something. And I should have checked in with you about that. But I think too, when you're just like doing chores, you're like,
Yeah.
okay. And then you do it and then you kind of go about your life and then forget about it.
Yeah. Also, I feel like I would have remembered. She's leaned against the wall.
Yeah. She's not in the little wastebasket.
No, she's like next to it, leaned against the wall. She looks like a little James Dean, like kind of like she's like waiting for her parents. Like it was placed there. I'm certain.
Yes.
Maybe someone. But what's crazy is we locked that room up because the cats are usually in there.
Yeah.
It had to have been me.
But that's so not.
But this is traitor thinking where I'm like, oh my God, who could it have been?
Right.
And then it's like, but you trust everybody.
But actually, who could it have been? Who could it have been?
A little ghosty?
Maybe a ghost put it there.
A little party ghost?
A ghost came to our party.
A party ghost?
Party ghost. That's what I'm believing.
All right. Well, I'm blessing the party ghost having a little party Michelob Ultra.
I can't believe we're finally getting to download about that.
I haven't moved it because I wanted to make sure you saw it.
I did.
All right. Let's move on to curses. No need to explain that.
Nope, totally normal. I want to curse weak handshakes.
Oh my good freaking God.
Get a grip, literally. Just give a good handshake. It's not hard.
When a handshake comes along, you must grip it. Grip it good. Dang.
Don't be a loser. Don't be a losery dork. Grab the hand.
Yeah.
Give it a shake.
A little eye
Look me in the
contact.
eye.
Yeah. Yep.
Be a man. Like I hate like a little like limp like dead fish like nice to meet you whatever.
Yeah. When's the last time you got one of those?
You know, thankfully I can't remember.
I'm sure you blocked it out.
I probably blocked it out. What about you?
I get them at work a lot, especially because like we'll meet people for pitches and stuff, and like everyone goes around the room and does them too fast.
Yeah,
and I do. I feel like I'm squeezing.
Yeah,
I'm like squeeze, get out, squeeze.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you get a lot of just sort of like a hand that like, and then they like slide it out to you.
Oh. Disgusting.
Disgusting. Just pulling that little hand out, like no fingers touching each other.
Ew.
Yeah, it's nasty.
No.
Wow, hand, good curse.
Thanks. I got a job in college at a coffee shop because I had a good handshake.
Really?
Yes. The manager was like, later she told me, she's like, we hired you one because like you seemed like a good fit, but also I just remember you had like a really good handshake.
I will say on top of it, Han, you have pretty hands.
Thank you.
Nice little. My sisters and I call them piano fingers.
Yes.
They look like little.
Thank you.
They're like almost like extra. They're like little dancers' fingers.
Thank you. Yes, I do. And weirdly, I do get compliments on my hands, or I used to. Back when I was I could have gone pro as a hand model. Could have gone pro, mijo.
Could have been a contender.
Could have been a contender. But yes, thank you. I do have nice hands.
You do. You really do. And I think that's a quality of a Tallie.
Yeah.
The little popsicle fingers.
Yep.
Like popsicle sticks.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and straight.
Yep.
Born for a good handshake.
Yeah.
So how dare someone be putting their little like dead fish in there?
It's not right. It's out.
All right. Hannah's going to blow out the candle, and the curse flies into the wind. With the smoke, it carries itself. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, beautiful. Wow. She did a little flourish with her hand over the ember, and the smoke shot up.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, like the Prestige or something.
All right, Dickie.
I will curse them. I am going to curse the lady that was in front of me in the CVS pharmacy line.
Wow.
And here, the cap rising is going to come out.
What did she do?
It's more like what she didn't do, Hannah.
Oh my God.
So, I was like, I got in the CVS pharmacy line so I could ask about like, hey, can I just get the new vaccine shot? Whatever, blah, blah, blah. I've been trying, I've had my appointment and whatever. And I was like, but it was a Saturday. I didn't realize when I got up to the front, folks, you got to do it. Walk-ins are only Monday through Friday at CVS. I learned the hard way. But anyways.
Good to know.
I also walked into CVS and I didn't expect, there was like a full like little line and they had like the ropes up and stuff, right? And so everyone's winding through the rope, and then there's like the part where it's like you can either turn around the last part of the rope or go into the aisle and like go straight all of a sudden. And so it's like an S, but only imagine the last part of the curve, you just go straight down the aisle. And like, whatever the human psychology is, people are trying to do that. But that's like an aisle with like all the Advil and the vitamins and stuff. And there's like a lot of people going in that aisle, and then you're just blocking it. And there's a whole little thing set up for the last part of the S. And so of course I get there right at that pivotal turn. And I say to the lady, we should like curve around. And she goes, oh, I don't know. And I was like, well, first off, it's not really your decision because I'm the one that's going to set this tone. But she was kind of and then Hannah, she did a thing where she stepped out more firmly into like the middle of that aisle as opposed to like curving around. Like I kind of was like, I'm going to curve around, but it made like a little odd thing. And I knew it was going to be confusing and people were going to ask.
Yep.
And I literally, I go, and in my head, I'm like, Dickie, chill the fuck out. just get behind her.
No.
I did for a second. I got behind her, and then people came up into the aisle to look at it, and I was like, and then people started queue up behind me, and I go, you know what? And I step into like go to the full thing of the S, and
Yes.
we were having like a battle of the wills, and then all the people did start coming up behind me, and the like victory I was feeling, like I'm like, what is this within me that I was just like, I was like,
Well, because you want efficiency and
Yeah.
order.
yeah,
And also like just consideration of other people.
yes, and to dovetail into your blessing, leave the aisles open for the Shorties and the Tallies to get their shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like we were like gonna be taking up like a lot of space, and like I don't know why it was just like a thing that like my particular psyche was like really worked up about.
Wait, what was this woman's deal? Was she older, younger?
She was a little bit older. She was in like one of those big puffy winter coats too. Like I wouldn't say she was like, she wasn't giving like young mom vibes, but she was like young mom adjacent. Like she kind of read like she got a cooler of high C and like oranges in a bag. Do you know what I mean?
Got it.
Like she was kind of like, you know, like low bun, kind of mean face. I'm gonna say we didn't like each other from the get-go. I could tell. I could tell we did. That was also factored into.
Right. And she didn't want to be told what to do.
She didn't want to be told what to do, and she didn't want to like move a little bit. And I think she didn't want to. I think she was mad that it looked like I said you're doing the wrong thing, but she was doing the wrong thing.
Right.
Anyways, it was a highly intense 7 minutes for me.
Fuck that hoe.
And like when we got to the front too, it was like we lost each other or whatever. And then I'm not gonna lie, once like my little like the people behind me, my team, we all kind of got through, the thing started snaking down the aisle again. And so it was sort of like it was for a brief win and then a lost cause. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know what? I commend you for trying, because we live in a society and we have to look out for each other and make things efficient and be conscious of other people in our space.
Yeah.
Because it's a shared space, and you tried
I really did try
to make it good for everyone. And so that's not nothing, Dickie.
Thanks, Han. I really appreciate you taking my side in this.
Oh my God, if I had been there, I would have.
I know. This is the thing too. You and I, like, anytime anybody, when I told you about that woman at Red Lion that yelled at me, I should have cursed her.
Yeah.
I'll save that
Next
one
time.
for later. Yeah, but I told Hannah a story about a woman that yelled at me for like looking at a table that wasn't quite like cleaned off yet, even though it's like you walk into Red Lion, it's so dark you can't see anything, and I was just looking at it, and she like screamed at me, and everyone looked, and I was like, I tend to freeze. I'm like, whoa. Wasn't yelled at a ton, you know what I mean? I'm like, Jesus, like you could have pulled me aside and bribed me with candy. You could have told me you were going to buy me books and I'd do whatever you want. My parents figured that out. Why can't you figure it out? But anyways, and then I told Hannah about it, and Hannah was like, I'm going to kill her. I'm going to kill this woman. So what's her hair color, eye color, and social security number?
Yeah, she's dead.
And I haven't seen her since,
Dead
so
meat.
I don't know what you did. Anyways, I cursed this woman.
Bye.
What a saga. Goodbye.
Bye.
If I ever see her again. Can we queue up? Okay. You know, should we do this little thing that I forgot that I did for the top of 2024?
Oh, yes. Dickie, we were going to make an in and out list
For 2024.
for 2024.
I did it in a haze. I didn't even remember what I wrote. Obviously, we're like kind of deep into January now.
I think it still works.
I think, yeah, you know, just for the top of the year, these are things that I think are in for 2024 and things that I think are out.
I love it.
A lot of people are doing these on Instagram. This will be a one-time only segment until 2025.
Well, we should post it on our Instagram too.
Oh, yeah, we could do that.
We'll do that.
I'll write her up. I'll commit this to writing.
Please. Okay, yeah, let's hear what you got first.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, Hannah has not heard these.
I know. We're going in.
They're a little bit new to me too, because I was like kind of glancing at them, like, oh shit, I don't remember writing that. But okay, here we go.
Excited.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was like kind of hammered, being like, this will be a fun idea. All right, here we go.
Okay.
In for 2024. All right, these are like kind of general, I think, blessings for 2024. Mm-hmm. Having one pair of sweatpants, a most favored pair.
Love.
Out for 2024. People going in caves.
Wait, like the little the Thai soccer team or
Yeah, don't do
Chileans?
that. I don't want to hear about you getting. You're stressing me out.
Yeah, no one getting stuck in caves.
Just
no more caves.
Just don't go in the caves.
You're so right. We don't need to do that.
Have we not learned our lesson?
Yeah, no more caves. It's 127 hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't do that either.
Don't.
Just also, by the way, as we've said, stay home.
Stay home.
Watch Traders UK. It's great. Okay, in family drama playing out on Facebook. I don't even have a Facebook, but I feel like that's cool.
That is really cool.
Out for 2024. Being mysterious on Instagram. What are you? Building buzz? You fucking pilgrim.
Yeah.
Just put it out there.
Just put it out there.
I like seeing your daily face.
That's cute.
You know, like I do feel like there's kind of a thing that was like posting was cringe. And it's like, no, I like seeing my friends.
Yeah.
I like seeing what they're doing.
Okay.
Post your damn face. You're not a pilgrim. Okay. In. Hannah, you're going to love this one. Brushing the bangs back off of the forehead of your loved one. Fozzie Bear doesn't really have bangs.
But he has like a little
He has that little curl.
little curl.
He does have that
Aw.
curl. So anyways, for 2024. Did you just say I love him?
I do. Okay. Sue me.
I won't, because I love him too. We're gonna have to be on that court case together.
Okay.
The people versus Hannah and Dickie.
Ryan, wait, was the guy?
Murphy. Wow, I can't believe I knew that's what you were talking about. Yeah, Ryan Murphy.
Because I'm excited about Capote versus the Swan.
Like a feud.
Or no, Real American Crime. What was the one?
Yeah, the people versus OJ.
Yeah, the people versus Hannah and Dickie.
We're OJ.
We're OJ.
All right. Out. Telling people to fuck off.
Oh.
In. Telling people to fuck on.
Fuck on, brother.
Fuck on, dude.
Fuck on, dude.
Hey, fuck on.
So it's like dismissive, like fuck on out of here,
Yeah,
or
but
just like keep fucking.
it's both.
Okay, good.
I think fuck is so versatile.
Fuck really is.
Yeah, but we've had fuck off for a long time. I think it's time to fuck on.
Okay.
Like ramble on. Mm-hmm. Fucking on. Okay. Out for 2024. Dressing like the 90s.
Oh yeah,
We're done.
we're done.
We did it.
We did it.
Also, everyone's moved up to 2006 at this point.
Mm-hmm.
In though, dressing like Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
Get your capes on, dude.
Frills.
The 6 inches of mud that you've been walking in,
Some gloves.
right around the edges of your pants and stuff. Gloves for sure. Heavy like tap type boots.
Yes. Big hair.
Big hair.
Curls. Tendrils.
Tendrils. Velvet. Chandelier earrings.
Oh.
Obviously a mask.
Yeah.
Obviously a white mask that does like an S curve over your face. It shows some features, but not all.
It's not an N95. Oh yeah, because like the Phantom doesn't really cover any of his mouth.
No, he lets his whole mouth out. It's for kissing, baby. Why would you do that? And also so you can tell the difference between him and Harvey Dent. Okay. All right. Out for 2024. Catching someone's drift.
Oh. Yeah.
Catch your own drift. Stop being such a fucking follower. I catch your drift. No, you don't. Get out.
Dickie, I don't know.
It says it here in the book.
That's what the book says.
Look, it's in my writing. I wrote it. I don't know why I wrote it. That's what I was looking at these.
Drift is out.
It's out. It's under the
I don't
out.
understand you. I'm going to do my own thing. I don't hear what you're saying.
Hey, fuck on, okay? And get
Fuck
out.
on. I'm going to do my own thing. I don't hear you on this.
Fuck on. I'm dressed like Phantom of the Opera. And if you don't catch it. And if you're trying to catch on, that's what I don't like. Okay. In lower backs.
Yeah.
Lower backs are really in for 2023.
That's so in.
Have you ever dressed and shown a whale tail? I've never done that.
No.
Maybe I should do that.
That's fun.
It's fun. Out biceps.
Yeah. We don't like them. Oh, yeah.
I think
That's
we're
the
done.
one that's your forearm, right? No, or is that's this one?
Yeah, it's up. Yeah, it's between
It's
the elbow and the
Popeye
shoulder
muscle?
It is the Popeye muscle.
Okay. Yeah, I don't care about that.
Well, you're catching my drift now, and I don't like it.
Okay, sorry.
Actually, you did the perfect thing with catching the drift. When you said that you didn't get it, that was exactly right.
I pointed to 3 spots on my arm before I got to the bicep.
You did point. I was never going to expose you either.
It's okay.
All right, here's what's in. A cupboard full of COVID tests.
Oh, yeah.
My parents have one. They're just spilling out of there. I'm sure they're all expired. But you know what? COVID's back, baby. So
Yeah.
you got to have a cupboard. Out. Wormholes.
Yeah. We don't like them.
I'm done hearing about them.
Yeah. I feel like even, can I just add Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Yeah, you can.
He got to, I used to love that guy.
I know.
And now I think, do we get like overexposed to this man? Like he got a little too like, dude, you're still not a rock star. You're what, an astrophysicist or what the fuck ever, and you're like kind of funny and self-aware. That's
Right.
cool. Stay in that lane, my
Stay
friend.
in that lane.
Don't be like, I don't know. He got kind of annoying.
He's like a TikTok star now. He's like living in that Vine house with all those stars.
with what's Paul? Not Sean Paul.
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul. He's living there with Jake
Sean
Paul, Sean Paul, John Paul,
Shine a light.
Pope Sean Paul.
Pope Sean Paul II.
Yes, and they're making content, and it smells like a fucking barn in there, and they only eat Soylent.
And I'm loving their content. All right, in funny beer koozies. Out funny sweatshirts.
Yeah, they're out.
I think that one's pretty easy. In 8 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Yeah,
Out 4 p.m. to 5 p.m.
happy hour.
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's not happy anymore.
It's not. I guess that wasn't really happy hour. That's rush hour.
That is rush hour.
Yeah, we don't even like
Rush hour has shifted since we've been back in office, by the way.
Right.
In having a shitty phone.
Oh,
Yeah.
Good for me.
I wrote that for you.
thank you.
Out having Apple Care. Only pilgrims have Apple Care. In fountain pens. Out calling someone daddy.
Agreed.
Yeah, I think we're done.
Tired.
It's not only tired, it's like I feel like originally it kind of had a little bit of a shock factor to it, and it doesn't anymore.
No,
Like mommy kind of works a little bit, but not really.
Yeah, and daddy, and it like in the trickle down way of like, you know, the call her daddy of it all.
Yeah.
When I was working at a coffee shop a couple years ago, I noticed there was like a weird trend where people who wore either Barstool Sports or Call Her Daddy merch were the people who didn't tip. Without fail. If someone come in, and it was weird. It was like, because it was like kind of like, I was like kind of mid city.
Yeah.
And if someone came in with a Call Her Daddy sweatshirt on, I wasn't getting tipped.
If we ever have the Tarot Show merch, it should say, I tip well.
I tip well. 20%, even if you spit in my face.
Even if you spit in my face. And actually, please spit in my face.
Please spit in my mouth. Mommy.
Yes, exactly. And then the final in, calling someone your grace. So I think from now on, it's your grace instead of daddy.
That's fun.
And that's the new moniker. I had solved that problem and I forgot I did that.
Thank you. Yeah, it's hard to be critical when you can't offer a solution. So
I agree.
you did that.
I I take away, but I also gave. In true your grace fashion.
Call me your grace.
Call me your grace. What if a guy whispered in your ear like your grace? It's kind of good.
Yeah.
I actually think I'm being serious. I actually think I'm being serious for that whole list.
Yeah, because it's like giving bodice ripper. Like,
Yeah, it's giving book talk.
Yes, I am like I'm a prince. I'm a duchess, and you're the stable boy. And
Well, yeah,
or whatever.
The Princess Bride, As You Wish.
Yeah.
It's giving that.
Whoa.
Also, too, I do think Your Grace is nice because it's gender non-specific.
Mm-hmm.
And it does sort of like be like, yeah, you have a place of honor and there's like nobility to it, kind of.
That rocks.
Anyways, those are our ins and outs. I'm glad to have decreed for 2024.
Thank you, Dickie. Thank you for sharing your insight. I agree.
When I saw that unhinged list in my thing, I was like, I'm going to read this. Thank you for letting me read that.
Of course. I was inspired.
Well, now on to the actual tarot.
Yes. I think we're going to pull some cards for the listeners, no?
We are. And I think you had we probably should have said this a little bit earlier, but we can do it right now.
Yes.
Which is that we're going to let the listeners pick a number, whatever inspires them, 1, 2, or 3. So like take a moment, maybe think about it. Hannah, you can sing a song for a little second.
3 is magic number. Yeah, it is. It's the magic number. Baby, oh God,
Don't you think you're pushing people towards 3?
yeah. Okay. No, you're right. You're right.
Oh,
One is the loneliest number that you ever. Okay.
You're pushing people away from
Okay,
1.
now I'm going to 1. Okay. A, B, C.
Ooh.
Easiest 1, 2, 3.
That's all of them, yeah.
Don't rate me. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. Baby, you and me, girl.
Ooh, I wanted to let you have that, girl.
Thank you. So 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah.
Think about that for just a little second.
And we're going to pick a card for each of those, and that will correspond for you. So
Yeah.
if you feel 1, we'll pick this card. If you feel 2, this is a card of guidance for you. And if you pick 3, this is a card of guidance for you for the next week. We might kind of institute this week to week.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun.
I think it's a nice little reward for the people listening along.
Yes.
For the people that listened all the way through my ins and outs.
They loved it.
Well, Your Grace, I'm sure they did. Okay, so have you picked at home?
All right, because I'm about to pick a card. If you picked for number 1,
Yeah,
here's your card. I would need to shuffle.
just a little bit, yeah. I'll sing the song I've been singing, which has been stuck in my head. Let me take your little microphone hand. Prisoner, prisoner. Okay, and that's as far as I sing it. Beautiful.
Wouldn't mind cutting for me?
I wouldn't.
All right.
These are for the number ones.
Number 1
Okay.
for your week ahead. Temperance. Okay.
Temperance has a Tallie guardian angel on her.
It is, and it's associated with the sign of Sagittarius.
Oh, that's fascinating. She's got 2 cups that she's pouring water between, and she's got a foot in water and a foot on land, and big red angel wings behind, and in sort of a white robe with a little triangle on the chest, and definitely like an aura kind of coming out of her. And what do we know about Temperance?
Temperance it's about like balance.
Thus the water going between
Yes,
the
the
2
water,
cups.
2 and 4,
One foot in, one foot out.
Yeah.
I think what she's kind of saying for these listeners is like everything in its own time. Like you can just chill out for a hot second. It will work out the way it's meant to. Like there's a patience to this card that sort of is like a calmness too.
Yeah.
Like the waters are all very calm in there, even though the water is going really far back and forth between the cups. It's landing perfectly. The magic trick is sort of like working.
Yes. I agree. So I wonder what this means specifically for like a week.
I think it means that the beginning of the week might be a little bit more challenging, but you got to stick it through.
Yeah.
And just like know that by the time you get to the end, it will make sense.
Yeah.
Whatever is like kind of like the knot at the beginning will sort of like kind of naturally come apart in a way.
Right. And that you do know what's best.
Yeah. And trust your gut.
Yeah.
And like, I think too, yeah, you close your eyes, you know what to do. It is inside you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good luck, number ones.
Good luck, number 1s. Okay. Should I just pick For twos,
Those two babies.
not legs. Oh, the world reversed.
The world reversed.
That's a major arcana.
Yeah, and the world too, just being such a powerful card. She sometimes can mean the beginning or the end of huge eras. But she's surrounded by this like sort of laurel leaf kind of like ring of victory. There's a joyousness to this card. It's very positive.
Yes. I think maybe it means, I would say for someone's week ahead, it's like maybe you're expecting like an outcome.
Yeah.
Or like a solution to something, and it's going to come, but not exactly the way you expected or wanted.
Yeah. If you're looking for answers, they're not going to be in the past, like sort of like, honestly, it's reductive, but yeah, if you're like expecting a text, a call, I don't think that's how it's coming. That's not how you're getting your answers.
Yeah.
And like also too, there's something about like, it's still not bad though.
No.
It's just not going to be in the normal sort of like communication style. And that like something, whatever it is probably big, you know, and this big thing is going to continue on. Around and around we go. All right, twos.
All right, twos.
What is the drama twos are in?
I know.
Okay, twos, let me know what the hell is going on. It
twos.
sounds like the T is hot.
All right. Cut that.
For the threes, baby.
Oh.
Here we go.
8 of Wands.
8 of Wands. One of the only cards with no figure on it.
Yes. Fast.
Very fast. She can mean a lot of like quick movement, travel, things happening. It's this is a very active card.
Yes.
You got a hell of a week coming up.
Yes. This card in this context feels like to me like post like holiday break, like you're catching up on emails and texts.
Yeah.
And like
I also feel like you're someone who's got like, you're like, I know what my goals are. I know what my resolution is. I'm probably doing like Q1,
right.
like dry Jan or whatever. But you're like, there's movement forward, and you're like, you're motivated and you're on top of it, and it's like, it's happening.
Yes.
And like, yeah, catching up, cleaning, putting the tree away finally.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah. It reminds me of like 50s housewives on crack a little bit. Like good for you. Keep doing it. But I think the caution of this card is like, don't burn yourself out.
Yeah. Because those are 8 wands like racing across the card. And it's like, okay, like maybe just pick 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also too, like, you know, a little bit of temperance might help this card. A little bit of this card might help temperance too. Like,
Yeah. They're kind of all connected.
they are a little bit. Yeah. If you're a 3 and you can find a 1, you should be hanging out. But yeah, I would say that this just means like, yeah, you got a hell of a week. Just focus on what you got to focus on. And of course, you're probably someone who does like a lot. Don't get too stressed out.
Yeah. Chill out a little bit.
Chill out, baby.
Chill out, baby. I'll take care of you now, little birdie.
Beep, 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 beep.
All right. So we've pulled for the listeners.
We have, you know, I figure since, I'm sure he's stopped listening since now, but maybe we just pull a card, pull a card for the prisoner who is very 8 of Wands, back across the country, figuring out what's going on. You know, I'm not texting him. So sometimes like my mom always cautioned against like using tarot for spying, and not just mom, but like everyone sort of like, that's not really what it's for. Right. But that being said, I'm not a pilgrim, so I want to do it.
Is it spying or just checking in on an old pal?
Is it saying, how are you at the top of a podcast?
Exactly.
And also too, I'm just kind of curious, like what's going to be happening for him this next week, you know, especially because I'm not going to text him and be like, you know, just try not to blow up his phone, because I think he's like in the middle of a lot of stuff.
Right.
And he's like a good old friend. And so it's like, we don't need to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So this is actually really nice of you.
I think I'm also just truly, yeah, it's always really nice of me, first of all. That when anything I do is always really nice. And secondly, I do think it is like, I am just truly curious for him. And even if he was here, I'd probably pull a card for him and be like, I wonder what's going on.
Yeah.
Also, the listeners have heard the whole saga.
Yeah. They this is like a nice little, I don't want to say coda, because I don't know if it's the end, but
I would say Coda.
Yeah.
Especially in Phantom of the Opera terms. Like,
Yeah.
This is the last Cape flourish. You know what I mean? And then I do think we bid adieu.
Yes.
And we'll see what other little moniker comes walking into this podcast.
Ooh.
But yeah, let's see what's up with the
Yeah, you want to cut that?
I do. I'll take care of you, little birdie.
Okay, prisoner, this one's for you. Oh, 8 of Pentacles reversed.
Well, it's because he's back across for a job, right? So it's like him trying to figure out what he wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
And the 8 of Pentacles is like the apprenticeship card.
Mm-hmm.
She's about working. She's about getting the details right. Reversey might be, he's probably doing the stuff, but he's like thinking about the big picture, I think.
Yeah.
Trying to figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't exactly enlightening.
Right.
But it does make sense that that's where his head is at. Because that's always where his head is at. Like,
Yeah.
what do I want to do?
Yeah. Yeah, this feels like, prisoner, I think you're going to take the job and it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
But I think
Yeah. And you should take the job.
you should take the job.
You should take the job. And also, too, like worrying about the big picture is probably not the thing to do here.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe just focus on the task at hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Enjoy this. Try to enjoy this thing. Make some money.
Yeah, do the best you can because like, you can do it really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and get those 8 coins,
Mm-hmm.
put them in the pocket, and figure it out later.
Yeah.
I think the prisoner has made only the right choices,
Good.
too. I think that's what this card is saying. Even though she's reversed, it's like, it's not the easy thing to do,
Right.
but it is what should be done.
Right. We're rooting for the prisoner.
Always.
He's
Also,
Andy Dufresne.
Andy Dufresne finally stepped out of that shit clean or whatever. What did they
Yeah.
say at the end of that movie?
Oh, I
Like,
can't remember.
he stepped from shit. Like, yeah. And I feel like the prisoner is exactly at the end where he's like making that little wooden boat. He's on the beach with no shoes on or whatever.
Yeah, he used a little Raquel Welch poster to cover up the hole that he tunneled out of your room.
When he left the little beer behind to cover the hole.
Yes. And now he's in Mexico with Morgan Freeman. And God love you.
And God love you. And that is the Stephen King happy ending.
Ah,
Buddy. I'm glad to hear it.
yeah.
Well,
Good job.
Han, shall we move on? Should we pull cards for each other?
Yeah, I kind of want to get some more drink for myself.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you need some?
drink? No, I've got enough little whiskey here.
Okay,
I'll do a little ASMR.
hold them.
Here, you can just give it to me if you want. Yeah, oh, you turned it off. Or your headphones.
Oh no, is this bad?
No, it's not bad. I think also too, people like to hear what's actually going on.
Yeah, I need a little more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and am I going to be mad at having the only mic for a moment? Listeners, what can I tell you about Hannah? Let's see. Hannah is the best singer. That's why I wanted her to sing earlier. Because if you ever see her do karaoke, she can do a full Shakira, a Selena, and I'm not talking about Gomez. She can do Amy Winehouse like you never heard in your life. You do Amy better than Amy.
No, okay. I left you to your own devices for too long. Now you're going. You're going crazy sicko mode.
Knocking over the bell. Ow. I have COVID.
I can't breathe. I have COVID. So stupid. Although I did do karaoke recently, and I tried Waka Waka.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit. It didn't
No.
work. I didn't do a good job.
Why?
I've been kind of sucking at karaoke lately.
You know why?
Why?
Because you're in love. Oh man. You know that thing where you need like the actual the razor edge of for talent and art. Like when you're too happy, sometimes it's hard to make a good movie or something.
Yeah. Oh no.
It's a good thing. It's a good
But it
trade.
gave me the karaoke yips. This sucks.
You're in a slump for karaoke. I think we can get it back. I don't think it has to be with love. I think it has to be, you have to learn to connect to the hungry Hannah
Yeah.
that was up in front of the room and was this is my moment.
Okay.
I cast my spell and my web now.
Okay.
Whereas maybe just like, also too, not to blame Fozzie Bear, but he is very enthusiastically like supportive, and maybe you just have too much support. When someone starts cheering right away, and you're like, I got this, but you need to like, maybe be out on that cold ledge for a hot second,
Yeah.
so that you can like take some risks,
Yeah.
go big.
Okay.
A full theory that has no evidence behind it.
But I'm fully on board. I'm like, okay, I gotta tell you.
Well, I'm surprised that Waka Waka didn't hit. I feel like that would have been a slam dunk. I love the choice.
But it just doesn't have the same. Maybe this is the same thing that can be said for Shakira at this time. Because she did Waka Waka. I think she was with PK and had kids and was happy and was getting a huge check from FIFA or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Waka Waka.
Right.
But I don't know.
Isn't it funny how Waka Waka is kind of a B-side?
Yeah.
But can you do for the listeners, just so they know I wasn't lying. Can you do Lele? I'm forcing you out on that cliff now.
It's okay. I'm still kind of recovering.
I know. You have COVID.
Okay.
Huge. I wish I had. I didn't have a huge horn to blow, so yes. Every time, and I've seen it. I can't tell you how many times I've watched you do karaoke. Even when it was just you and me in the pandemic, just singing back and forth, and you would sing a lovely song, and then I would be like, 1979.
But Dickie, I'm not gonna let you get away from this unscathed because Dickie can rap. She's really good, and anything from like a rock. Like I personally, my favorite is when you do Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
Wait, what is the song I love?
Renegades of Funk.
Yeah, Renegades of Funk.
Yeah.
Everything from that to Eminem, and it's like she freaks it every time.
Oh, that's nice, Han.
The Riz, as the children are saying.
That's the thing. It's like, if you know that's the only gun you got in your holster, you're gonna shoot every bullet you got.
Well, I think it's like also a misconception. We're going on a whole karaoke tangent now.
We are.
I think it's important to say, real quick, that I think people are like, like, if you're not good at singing, you can't do it, or you shouldn't do it if you're good at. You shouldn't show your hand that you're good at singing when doing it.
Oh, interesting.
Where I think the varying levels of like of like singing and artistry and performance is what makes karaoke really great.
Yeah,
I love to watch someone go up and kill it. Like my friend Malia that I grew up with is an incredible singer, and she can sing like Heart.
Oh,
really
yeah.
well. She's got crazy range. I fucking love that. And then watching you like rap really well and like you have this like swagger and it's so fun. And then watching like my brother who's like not the strongest singer, but then he can make a whole bar like Love Radioactive by Imagine Dragons.
Yeah,
or, like watching Claudio do like Tie a Yellow Ribbon, this like weird song, but then he always like gets everyone on his side. Yeah. And it's so funny.
And the
fun.
choice is good.
Yeah. And it's just like, that's why karaoke is good, because of the variance. You don't want to watch someone who's like, or a bunch of people in a row that are all amazing singers, and you don't also want to watch everyone who's like too cool or like detached and doing a bad job. It's the whole thing that makes it fun and cool. To moi.
À moi.
À moi.
I love that. And you're right. And that's why your birthday ruled so hard when we had karaoke.
Oh, so fun.
God, you know how Gilly does the White Lotus theme song?
Yes. Oh my God. And Gilly also does the she was doing for a while their karaoke, but in a crazy witch voice.
Yes.
Which was so deeply funny.
It was really funny. And scary.
And honestly, and spooky scary.
I remember being outside and being like, what's happening inside? Something is happening inside. Like racing to the door. Like, I think something's happening. Like, I need to go fix the Capricorn rising in me was like, grab a fire extinguisher. I don't know what is up, but put it in your hand. Should we pull a quick card for each of us and then we'll wrap her up?
Yeah, let's fucking do it.
Let's do it. Here, Han, why don't you do me?
Okay.
And then we'll close out on you.
All right.
What's up for my week?
Cut this?
I'll definitely cut her. folks at home, little witch tip that I like, I cut with my left hand.
I love
Just
that.
a thing, because it's closer to my heart. I don't know why.
Tower reverse.
Owie, owie, owie. But it's reversed.
But it's reversed, so I feel like that takes.
But it's reversed.
And they were roommates.
And they were reversed.
And they were reversed. Okay, Dick. Okay. We both just pensively stared at the ceiling.
We
for a
both
second.
leaned back in our chairs and stared at the ceiling.
How are we going to spin this one?
When the tower, the tower pops up and you go, because you and I have pulled this for people in our live shows and been like, look, the thing about the tower, but you and I know.
That's a spooky, scary.
The tower, I do think, is one of the spookiest ones because it does mean like huge change.
Yes.
I think because she's reversed, it's the first crack in the foundation. I think change is a coming.
Yes.
It's time to prep.
Yes.
And like, it's not necessarily now, maybe. I don't know, what do you think, Han?
Yeah, I think that maybe it's like this is like something happening this week
Yeah.
is kind of like a seedling for big change to come.
Yeah, seedling's a great way to think of it.
You know, so it's like I'm trying to think about, is it work? Is it
Right.
something else? Is it the prisoner coming back and being like, why did you talk about me on the podcast? Because there's a man and a woman falling out of the tower.
That is true.
So maybe the prisoner's going to be mad at you. Don't be mad, prisoner. It's just all in good fun. We love you.
It's possible. Unfortunately, I love when people get mad at me. That is a deeply unfortunate trait of mine. And I think that it maybe it's not the prisoner too. It might be somebody else. Do you know what I mean? There's a couple of people we might be seeing in the next week. Things might be happening. Because I will say, I do feel like, as much as the prisoner might be mad at me, I think that does feel kind of like gone,
Done and dusted.
Done and dusted in the best of ways. Tied up with a bow and put lovingly in the back of the shelf. I think that I wrote in my diary, I closed it, I locked it, I put it behind my secret little hiding wall. Trump. I put it behind I locked up my little Hello Kitty diary.
My Hello Kitty diary is hidden deep in the bowels of Mar-a-Lago.
The deep state has my Hello Kitty diary.
My Hello Kitty diary is with Hunter Biden's laptop.
Melania was trying to read it. But yeah, there might be other things happening this week. I guess we'll have to
talk about it off mic. Is that what I'm?
Yeah, we could talk about it off mic, but also too, I think, because this is the thing, there's too many balls in the air. Remember, even just having, what did I call it on the earlier pod? It was a lot of boys, and it was I had like a little phrase for it.
I forgot.
I know. There were like a lot of boys in a row. What is that even?
A roster. Boy fatigue. Boy.
When you would like watch like a lot of, it's not a boy marathon. It's like, oh my God. The next week we come on, we're going to be like, it was not a boy Ganza. What was I? Wasn't that poetic. I wasn't that cool as to say boy Ganza.
That's going to be my drag name.
Boy Ganza.
Boy Ganza.
Oh boy Ganza.
Oh boy Ganza. Oh boy.
Oh yeah. You should be singing more on this podcast.
No. I already hate it. I hate that I sang oh boy. Okay.
Regardless, there's a lot of balls in the air. I feel like every time I'm going somewhere, I'm running into somebody new.
Right.
You know what I mean? Whether it be some, jockey guy from Jersey or whatever, or whoever that could be.
I feel like someone is going to be, not necessarily mad at you, but attitude, but it's going to be funny.
I do think it'll be funny. Do think I'm going to talk about it next week.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
So don't worry. It's all worth it. It's all worth it. My little shorties at home. Don't be scared.
This is you reaching for me.
Yeah. Trust the process. It's going to be, I know we're noodling. We're jamming. We're having fun.
We're jamming.
We're having fun here. Don't worry about it. It'll all make sense later.
It will. Big ends being mad at Dickie if you're a boy. That's a big in for 2024. It was an in for 2023. It was an in for 2022. It was an in for 2021. All right, Han, let's get you here.
Yeah.
You want to hold my... I'll shuffle real quick for you.
Oh, sure. Or you can just cut it.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, whatever you want. Oh, shit. I trust you.
Here, you cut with your left hand.
Country boy.
Country boy.
I love you.
Hierophant reverse.
Hierophant reverse.
You and me reversey. What does that mean?
What the dick?
What the dick?
I don't even like Hierophant.
I know. We've like kind of associated her with our, institutions like UCB and stuff. Mm-hmm. But reverse.
But reverse is I'm going to church.
Take me to chaunch.
Take me to chaunch. I feel like Hierophant reverse. I don't know. Like, what is even happening this month? Rocky's coming into town. My brother.
Right.
That's great.
Right. You know what it might be too? It's like kind of like the systems of like, and I think too, like job stuff, like all this stuff trying to get figured out, like schedule,
Yes.
routine.
Yes.
Like then maybe next week is the week where you're kind of like, okay, it's going to start piling up. We got to start figuring that shit out.
Yes, because I have been feeling very scattered. My room's a mess. My finances are a shambles, as they always are. I'm like
in for 2024.
In for 2024, a shambles of a financial situation. Yeah, I think I am just like trying to get my shit together, and it never quite works, but
God damn it,
it.
you're not going to try.
I'm gonna try my best.
I think that's what she's about. I think too, like, I think it's reversed in the way that it's not like you can't do this or anything. It's like softened. It's like, here we go. First step. Like we always talk about it, like achievable goals. I think that's what she's kind of saying is like, hey. Yeah, it's like big. It's overwhelming. It's like a lot. It can be like rules, but it's like, hey, just do what you can.
Yeah, I'm going to break it down. I'm going to figure it out.
Yeah, piece, bird by bird.
Bird by bird.
I'm going to take care of you, little bird by bird. Little birdie by birdie. I guess should we wrap her up?
Yeah.
Now that we know what's going to happen next week.
Yeah.
Both of
God,
us.
Jesus Christ.
What party cards we pulled.
I know. God, it feels like a fucking like we're at boarding school and the headmistress like fucking came down on us. And it's like, what? We were just doing whippets. It's not even that bad. We still get straight A's. Leave us alone.
I do think that that's like what the universe is saying is it's like maybe they were both reversed because big shifts are coming.
Yeah,
big
like
turns.
girls.
Hey, girls.
Study.
Girls.
Study for your midterm, girls.
Yeah, like
We're
a big
just like,
knock on the door.
Study.
We're just looking through Us Weeklies. Yeah.
We're taking Cosmo quizzes.
Yeah, I've got like insanely hideous chapstick on or whatever. It's like a blue color that's like got sparkles. Like, what, Mom?
But yeah, but it's like actually you have to grow up.
Yeah.
Oh my God, just saying it made me want wretch. Eat it.
In Clueless, when she's like says something about she ate like a handful of M&Ms, it makes her want a Ralph. I love Ralph. I'm gonna add that to my.
We love Ralph.
Ralph is so funny. It makes me want a Ralph. I think Wretch is pretty funny too.
Wretch is funny, but Ralph. That's what I said. My mom. My mom always said Ralph.
Did she really?
You're gonna Ralph? Maybe. I was always like, oh my God. Remember when you'd like puke in the middle of the night as a kid and then like knock on your like mom's door and be like, I threw up.
I think that was me truly living.
Yeah.
Because you know how much attention you're about to get. And also too, you get to scare them for like a hot second. Mm-hmm. And they're like, are you okay? And you're like, I'm not okay. I'm actually not. I threw up.
I threw up in the toilet.
Yeah. And they're so relieved it's not like anywhere else.
Yeah.
And then you're like, can I sleep on the floor? They're like, get in. Yeah. Although it was really bad for me because I was famous for doing cartwheels in my sleep. Like I still move a lot. Mm-hmm. And in fact, we did like the 23andMe and it was like, yeah, you move a lot in your sleep. It's like
Whoa.
a genetic disposition.
Crazy.
And my niece who like looks a lot like me has the same thing too. Which is just like kicking people in the femur if she sleeps next to him. It's really hard in the middle of the night. It's like lashing out. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just thinking about the week coming up.
Yeah,
maybe it's reversed because you and I are gonna get hammered, even though we're supposed to do all these big changes and good stuff,
I hope so.
and we just don't do it.
I just kick that can further down the road.
It was like, you should change and you should figure your shit out. And we were both like, hey, well, we started a podcast, so we're fine.
We're fucking fine, dude.
We're fine. We did 10 episodes.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, we didn't figure out how to video it yet, but
Monetize it. Don't know what that means. But we're having fun recording and talking to the void. Okay, babes? And that's all that matters.
we have some followers.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, shout out to our followers. If you followed our podcast, know that we clocked it and we fucking celebrated each and every one of you.
We rock with you big time.
That is a fucking fact. I think we have like 50. And that's like the
Yeah.
first 50
Yeah.
across all platforms.
Across all platforms.
AAP.
Okay.
So anyways, if you are one of them, just FYI, you in the heart.
Thanks.
Groove is in the heart and you in the heart.
So have fun in there with the groove.
Yeah. And so you are with us
From
the
wait.
Oh yeah.
We got to say some things real quick.
Oh yeah. I forgot we have actual logistics so we
Yes.
can't just fuck around. Wow.
Yes.
Your Hierophant reverse is kicking in
It kicked in.
and now it's changing. So my tower's kicking in too.
The bean kicked in. Okay. We got to talk about, we got a new live show in the books. If you heard us say that we're doing Valentine's Day at UCB,
we were lying.
we were lying straight to your fucking face. And I'm so sorry about that. That's not us.
That's not us.
That's not who we are. And I take full responsibility, hat in hand. Sorry, dudes. We're actually doing a show March 29th.
March 29th. It's a Friday. So the reason we moved from Valentine's is because it was a Wednesday night and they kind of pushed things a little later and they're like 10:30 and we were like, that's too crazy. We can't do a party show Wednesday night at 10:30. Like I can't even do that.
Bridge too far.
Bridge too far. And I'm the original Phantom of the Opera of the UCB theater. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm down in the fucking sewer there.
Yeah.
And like, I was like, I can't do it Wednesday at 10:30. Can we please move to a Friday? And they said, absolutely, we can. So instead of, it's literally Easter weekend. So instead of Good Friday, we're doing a Bad Friday show.
Yeah.
And Hannah and I have some very fun ideas for costumes.
Yes.
I have already purchased something.
Yes. So save the date.
Save the date, March 29th, if you want to come.
And then also
Also,
follow us on socials.
on Instagram.
On Instagram at the Tarot Show 444, at Dickie Pants, at Harnar Gar, whatever. If you find Dickie, you'll find me.
That's true.
And then also we have a phone number. We have a tarot hotline.
Yes.
If you call us at 323 Hi Tarot, which is 323-448-2768.
One more time. 323
323-448-2768.
Hi Tarot. HITAROT.
Call us, leave a message with a name or an alias.
Yeah.
And your query for the cards. You can text us
Yeah.
and we will do a reading on the podcast for you.
I might even be able to figure out how to make a little like MP3 and put it into our actual podcast so people can hear it.
Yes.
So, but if you don't want that, maybe say that.
Yeah.
And we'll just read it. But if you don't care, maybe we will be able to like actually play them.
Yes. Or if you just want, or even if you just want to say hi. If you want to be on the podcast and say a little message, I would take that too.
Yeah, you don't have to have a reading.
Yeah,
you could just say hi. You can say I was one of the 50 subscribers, like one of the followers,
Yeah.
one of the blessed.
Let's have fun.
Yeah, let's just party. I know the cards told us to get our shit together and make big changes for the better, but we're not doing that.
Sorry, girls.
We will. We will. But unfortunately, it's
Later.
not on the in list for 2024.
No.
So thank you. We were listening cards. We actually do respect what you have to say, and we will really take it under advisement.
Just in like maybe like a couple weeks or something.
Yeah. In Q2.
In Q2. All right.
Good thing in hand.
Thanks.
Nice catch. What would I do without you?
What would I do without you?
You and I both just lean back and stare at the ceiling again.
I don't even want to think about it.
Well, Han, I love you. I'm with you
From the womb.
all the way to the tomb.
Good night.
Let's see if I can figure out how to stop this thing.